Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the first official Mod Day Thursday. Now, I decided to take a little bit of a different spin on things and start doing Forge mods. I've noticed there's a lot of really cool Forge mods out there that unfortunately don't get the recognition I think they deserve. Now, today's mod is called a Basics Gun mod by a random Hobo37. You can find this mod on the Minecraft forums, and there will be a link to this and Forge in the description down below, as well as I will hopefully get a video out on how to install Forge that is up to date. Now, as you can see at our fancy, high-tech, hidden, totally not in a flatland sheep testing arena, where I promise no sheep will be harmed in the making of this video, I'm going to go ahead and show off some of the really cool features of this mod. So, as you guys can see here, this mod adds a completely new ore, unrefined steel. Now, of course, you take the ore, you put it in a furnace, which I probably should have put there for demonstration purposes, but I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you probably know what a furnace is. If you don't, you should probably wiki it. If you don't know what a wiki is, you should probably Google it. If you don't know what Google is, I don't know how you're on this video. Now, you take the steel ingots, and with the steel ingots, you can make rods, barrel segments, and all kinds of fancy parts. Now, the cool thing about this weapons mod is you can actually make your own custom weapons. Now, we know there's a lot of other weapons mods out there, but I like this one because it's simple, it's to the point, yet it offers a level of customization that makes it really appealing. It's easy to install, and it takes about 40 seconds to install once you figure it out. After spending 47 hours trying to figure out how to install Forge like me, it's very simple. So, of course, there's things like ACOG sights, ballistics, rifle scopes, red dot, iron sights, foregrips, pistol grips, stocks, automatic, semi-automatic, heavy barrels, silencers, long barrels, short barrels, bolt action. There's even an RPG in the game. Now, besides the guns, I want to go ahead and point out one really nifty feature. You guys might notice there's a little bit of a set of armor down here. One of the cool things is you can make Kevlar. Now, you make Kevlar, we're going to a crafting table, and almost similar to the TNT crafting pattern, you use wool and you use the new steel ingots, and you can create Kevlar pieces. Now, with these Kevlar pieces, you combine them the same way you would as if you're making any form of iron, and boom, you get this really nifty Kevlar armor, which adds a really cool looking. I like the texture of it. It gives me that, I feel like I'm, like a ballistic. I like it. It gives a really cool ballistic look, as it should. So let's go ahead and head over to our testy sheep shooting range and show off our testy, I meant to say handy, sheep shooting range, and show off some of the really cool guns in this mod. So I have tried and given, what is that? What? Whoa! Holy shit! No impregnating each other on the set! Why are there babies popping out of you? There's only one of you in there! What is, okay. Anyway, back to the mod review. I tried to get one of every, dear God, one of every pistol in here. So we have pistol with the silencer and a red dot, a pistol with a silencer, pistol with heavy barrel and red dot, heavy barrel, red dot sight, so on. So I'm going to go ahead and take my favorite. Another cool part of this mod is just like arrows, you have to have bullets. And you do have to craft the bullets, and those are used with the steel and other recipes. You can find all the recipes in the description down below as well. I don't want to go into all of them because there is a lot of them. And I want to try and keep this video simple and straight to the point without sheep babies popping out of nowhere and slowly moonwalking across the side of my screen. So I'll go ahead and show off the pistol. This is probably my favorite part of the mod. I'm using my favorite one, which is the pistol with silencer and a red dot sight, and as you can see, it has this really cool aiming down sights feature. I'm not sure if you turn off your HUD if that goes away. Yeah, it does, unfortunately, if you turn off your HUD, so you do have to deal with the crosshair, but it's really cool regardless. As you can see here, it's pretty silent, does pretty good damage to mobs. I think it's about 5 shots if you're fighting a zombie, so maybe more for some of the more powerful mobs. So it's a really cool mod though. Then they have SMGs. Now here's where I'll get into the problems of this mod. The recoil on some of these is a bit ridiculous for what they are. So this is just an SMG, so think like a Mac 11 from Call of Duty, something that should not have a lot of recoil, but as you can see, it's a bit ridiculous. I am mowing down sheep children. It's a bit ridiculous though, even with the heavy barrel. Unfortunately, I'm out of ammo. The recoil on some of these is a bit ridiculous. Now, this is one of the funnest to play with. This is a shotgun, just because you get to blow some sheep away, just like that. And of course, all the attachments are still applicable on a shotgun, so you can still get it with a silencer and a foregrip. It's very quiet, kind of odd sounding, but I love that the attachments actually show up in the game. I think that's really cool. They actually show up on the gun. They're not just like kind of there. You can actually craft them like that. Now here's where the mod gets really interesting with the assault rifles. They start adding more attachments into it, so you can start adding like ACOG, scopes, everything. But the recoil on these almost makes it pointless to use. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, but I don't like sheep. As you can see, the recoil on these, if we go over here, is a bit ridiculous. I mean, that's just normal fire rate. It's a bit ridiculous to use some of these. Oh, it's getting dark. Now, here's where things get fun. If we head over here, here's where things get a little bit explosive. There are grenades, and there's also an RPG. So I set up a couple little areas for me to go ahead and show you the devastation of the RPG. We'll just go and use it against normal cobblestone wall first. Let me step away so I don't blow myself up. So normal cobblestone wall does a pretty decent amount of damage. Now if we use it against a dirt wall, what dirt wall and what ground? As you can see my failed attempts of recording before this behind that, awkwardly enough. Now, it does quite a bit of damage. If we were to shoot that again, which I'll go ahead and launch one over there. See, it does quite a bit of damage. And if you launch it against flat land, it goes straight to bedrock. So, quite devastating and would be a lot of fun to use. Now, grenades, I've tried using these before, and that's one issue is you might notice they throw kind of ridiculous. But they do a pretty devastating amount of damage. But the one issue I have with them is it seems like it throws 2 for every 1, but I think that's just a glitch. So if I tap it, see, I have 12, but it throws 2. I'm not sure what that's about, if that's for add effect, but your guy does kind of spew them out of his mouth, as you can see. It's a bit ridiculous, and by a bit, I mean very ridiculous. You can basically carpet bomb a world with your hand. Now, if we go over here, I wanted to save this one for a group, just to show it off. This is the LMG. Now, this is where it gets fun, but the recoil problem really stands out. Now, keep in mind, this is point blank, right? This should be no problem. But as you can see, when I start to fire here, this is just, I'm holding my mouse completely down, and this is just ridiculous, the amount that I cannot hit. I understand firing in bursts, but it's still a bit ridiculous, even for me. The only downside of the way the guns fire is, oh, excuse me, I did not realize I had ammo. Oh, I don't want to use the RPG. Let's just go ahead and waste this ammo on this poor sheep over here. Now, the only downside is the way the guns fire is they dig, which is cool if you're against block, but it doesn't no matter if you're firing, as long as you have ammo, this is how your character will fire. So if you're not paying attention like me, you can accidentally break. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Child, why are you here? No. Okay. Anyway, if you're like me, you can accidentally break the glass when you're trying to show off the shooting factor. Now, possibly the coolest thing in this entire mod are the sniper rifles. Now, these are where they get really fun with the ballistic scopes and everything. So, if we zoom down range here, as you can see, we have our friendly neighborhood Bill, Frank, and Carl here to demonstrate the sniper to us. Now, just like if you're playing Call of Duty, holding shift will, well, you got to give it a minute, but eventually holding shift will steady your aim and will give you a, there we go. As you can see, holding shift will steady your aim, and oh, did I hit him? Oh, okay, as you see, I did not hit him, but you get the point. I am a bad shot, but you can steady your aim just like you could in Call of Duty. The sway is kind of ridiculous. I'm assuming my character's never held a gun before, so I'm not going to hold against him too much, but, I mean, come on, at least get some basic training here, man. So, oh, this is just embarrassing. I did this perfect the first time. Come on. Come here. All right, you and your stupid face and your stupid tongue and your stupid everything. See, all right, there we go. Got him. Oh, there we go. So, it's actually very effective, and the coolest part is it actually does work at long range. I know a lot of long-range weapon mods. There we go. In the past, I've had issues with working at long range, getting the ballistics to travel that far, but overall, a really great mod. I enjoy it very much, and I think it's definitely great. You guys should check it out. It's easy to install. If you don't know how to install Forge, I'll try and make a installation video here soon. So, link will be in the description, as well as a link to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Twitch.tv live stream, the mod. Definitely go check it out, guys. Leave a comment on his thread. Let him know if you came from here. Go download his mod. Let him know how awesome it is, guys. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you guys next Thursday with another Forge mod review. Take it easy, you sexy motherfuckers. Ghost out. GG, and I will see you all next time.